From a small dent to major collision repair, Hamilton Paint and Body is here for you. Owners Kim Guin would like to say thank you for your business.
Northwest Alabama Heating and Cooling, blowing away our competition.
Hello, I'm Richard Kitchens, owner of Sports Gallery here on the Court Square in Hamilton. I'd like to thank all of our customers and thank you for watching the Hamilton City Council meeting.
Hi, my name is Randy Whitehead, President and CEO of People's Trust Bank. I invite you to view the live streaming of Hamilton City Council meetings every first and third Monday at 6 o'clock p.m.
Your perfect stay at the Holiday Inn in Guin off of I-22. Enjoy our amazing on-site restaurant and bar with a lunch buffet every Sunday. Relax with a quick getaway with your family and make a splash in our outdoor pool. Book your next event with us. Call us at 205-468-4625.
I'm Rick Chambliss with Marion County Funeral Home and Spry Memorial Chapel in Russellville, Alabama. This is Glenda Cochran, our manager out here. Under the laws of Alabama that was passed in 2002, a funeral establishment has to be certified with the state and carry a certificate of authority before they can even talk to anyone when the time comes is guaranteed to be there.
Tom Bigby Electric Cooperative was formed for the need for electricity to the local citizens that were living in the rural areas of Marion, Lamar, and portions of Fayette counties. This line consisted of 12 miles and 22 consumers on the road from Guin to Sulligent. Between then and now, there has been a lot of hard work and dedication from a great number of people to make this cooperative what it is today. Tom Bigby Electric Corporation would like to thank each member. You can contact us today at 205-921-6712.
Your story starts at Bevel State Community College. Whether you are just starting out or starting over, Bevel State has an opportunity that is right for you. With 5 locations serving 7 counties, you don't have to go far.
There's a lot of rain on the forecast, unfortunately, and we've postponed our tree lighting ceremonies till 5:30 Thursday afternoon. That's the 21st. So that was our alternate night from the get-go, and we're actually going to just postpone until we're a little more certain of the weather. We got electric equipment, speakers and PA systems are they're not friendly to the water, so we're going to just not take a chance on running the man's sound system and getting all of our kids sick. That's going to be performing for us. We're going to have a fantastic program for our tree lighting, and so we're excited about that. But that'll be happening at 5:30, the 21st on Thursday. Also, Thanksgiving is just around the corner. So a little later in the month this year, but it's on the 28th. Just wanted to make everybody aware that City Hall will be closed the 28th and 29th. We'll be back to work on the following Monday, and we'll be doubling up on the garbage. If you're Thursday or Friday customer, we'll be getting you on a double. They may pick up your, we'll let you know more about it. We'll put it on Facebook and the paper may, how we're going to pick it up, whether we're going to get the 27th and 28th together on the 29th and 1st. Anyway, we'll take care of you, that's for sure. Scotty, I'm just going to let you talk about the event and the fantastic win that our young men had, and maybe get a few introductions and some comments about that. Go ahead, if you will.
Well, once again, as always, thank y'all for having us here, and thank y'all for everything you do for not only the track team, cross country team, but for all the kids. I mean, y'all go above and beyond to help these kids, and they really do appreciate it. Parents appreciate it, and the community appreciates it. So thank y'all. So y'all give them a hand. Let's give them a hand, because without y'all, so thank y'all. As I told told the paper, it'll be in Wednesday's edition, and some of these guys were around summer before last, and they know what I'm talking about. And I told the paper, I said, this championship I feel like wasn't won this summer. It was won from last summer, because a lot of these guys as ninth graders, you know, they finished runner-up in the state that year. They're second in the state. And then the next year, which was last year, didn't quite work as hard as they were supposed to that summer. And then, you know, it kind of showed in the meet last year. And I think a lot of them, and I might be wrong, they might say, no, I think it, but I think a lot of them took that to heart. And let me tell you, they worked their tail off this summer and then the whole season. Because this summer, it's hard because this summer they're on their own. You know, they're meeting together and they're running on their own. And they did that the entire summer as a group, this whole group, and ran all summer long. And then, of course, when school started, you know, real practice started, and, you know, they continued it throughout the season. So I said, I felt like this championship was won because they didn't do what they were supposed to do summer before last. And then this summer, they did do what they were supposed to do. So, you know, this in cross country to Hamilton, you know, it's not a new thing. This is the 6th state championship in cross country for Hamilton. 5 in a row from 87 to 91, but the dry spell has been since 91, so it was a big one to win. And Jeremy Webb had sent me a thing with the AHSAA had posted that this is the first time a public school has won the 4A boys cross country state championship since 2016. Wow. So it's been, you know, it's been a private school every year, and we got beat, and them as ninth graders 3 years ago, you know, we got beat by a private school. So first one in 8 years for a public school. So let me introduce a couple of guys I got now. Listen, I'd go blank standing up here trying to think of who everybody is, so I'm just going to read down the list here. Anderson Streetman, he was All-State this year, all section, and he's a junior. Braden Bannister, one of our seniors. Braden Holcomb, where you at? Braden Holcomb, brand new to the sport. Like, have you ever played any unit? Did you play any middle school basketball or anything? So this is his first year to play any school sport, and you'd never run before, had you? So ninth grader comes in, state champion first year. So you got to come back going. Cole McCarty, one of our seniors, hasn't run since ninth grade, I don't think, and he was a huge part of the state championship team. He decided to come back this year. Holton Abels, another one of our juniors. Josh Webb, another one of our juniors, All-State this year. Caden Whitaker, junior, All-State. Nate Hicks, he's one of our seniors. This was his first year to run cross country. Noah Gallagher, 8th grader. Second year, but first year on the varsity to run. And then Simon Sanderson, you got Simon, junior, first year to run cross country also. So a lot of first year guys come in and win a state championship first year. But if you notice, I said a lot of juniors there. So a lot of guys coming back for next year's team also.
Fantastic, guys. It's just fantastic. I'm so proud of you guys. It's been a long time since I could even run. And cross country is out of the question. I could run from a bear, I think, for a few feet, but that'd be about it if he was about to catch me. But we're thrilled to see this trophy sitting here tonight, and I know it means a lot to you because you worked for it and you earned it, and that says it all to me. Dedication. I'm seeing guys here that'll carry that forward in their lifetime. Dedication. If you learn how to run, it trains you in so many areas that you don't even realize yet.
And let me say one more thing. We got one back here that's a streetman also. Now we had there at the beginning of the year, we had a JV team also, 5 guys. So we had his first year to run. Bennett, wait a minute. No, can I tell him the story, Bennett? You're not gonna let me tell my story that I love to tell, but Bennett, we had 2 other guys that were, what grade's your brother in? So 7th grade, and we had a 9th grader, and then Noah and Braden both were on the JV. We moved them up to varsity. So we actually had 5 on the JV team. So we got some other kids that ran, they were just younger. And so they'll be able to move up next year. So we had more than just this, they were just younger kids.
So, maybe you guys want to say a word?
Oh, I'm sure that.
We'd love to have a picture with you if you'd like to come up front. All of you that participated in the meet, come on up front, and we'd like to have a picture with you guys. I want you to come all the way up on the stage, please. I feel right at the end, my picture. Right here. You bet. Arm in arm. We're all together in this.
You have to take a deep breath.
There's Chaz, your paper, so this one might make the paper, guys. Good smile.
Thank you.
Scott, get closer.
One more.
Scott, get closer.
There you go.
Thank you.
We're all wanting to know what story you love.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank y'all.
Hey, Mayor, one thing I will say too is no team succeeds without a good leader. And this guy's back-to-back bringing a Blue Mountain back-to-back seasons. So
Let me add to that. There's more than just me behind this. So it couldn't be done without a lot of other people pitching in and helping, especially in track, because it takes a army to do this. And I've told people over and over, one person, I don't know of a single school that wins state championships in track that's just one guy or one girl coaching that team. That doesn't happen. There's so many different things in track. It takes a lot of people helping out in that. So it's not just me, trust me. There's an army of people that helps to do it. All the way down to our booster club, which we have a few members in here right now.
They are sure to be commended for following these kids wherever they go and supporting them. We appreciate that very much.
Thank y'all.
As you know, the city's in support of our sports in Hamilton. We think that sports is a good thing to keep their attention off of bad things. There's too much bad in the world right now that's being offered to our youth. We think this training they're getting is good for not only their health, but their mental health. And we just think it keeps them straight. And this is good. Keep working, guys.
Thanks. See you next year.
There's more good. That was a promise.
Well, I told y'all that last time. Y'all didn't believe me, see? Just a different sport.
We got some other guests going to come in now.
See you later. Well, I guess you'll have to find out.
Come on up front, guys. Bring that trophy on up here and sit it on this table for me. We want to see that up close and personal. Yeah. Fantastic. That's a big trophy. That would represent like the championship, maybe? Would that be correct? Sportsmanship, okay. We are so delighted to have our soccer team with us today, tonight. And I believe, yeah, everybody come in that's with them, that's good. There's some more seats here, a few more seats.
One more back here.
So, Scott Hunt, I guess you're going to be the spokesman for this group.
I can be.
Tell us all about the adventure and how good it was and where y'all played.
Oh, yes, sir. And thank y'all for having us here tonight.
We're delighted.
And we'd like to thank Tim and Carrie, especially with the Park and Rec Department. They've been a tremendous assistance to us all year long. This is our first year participating in the state tournament. And Tim actually encouraged it before the season started. So we went down and competed in the 12U state tournament down in Dothan. We were the smallest city. In fact, every other city was at least double our size, other than Andalusia, which is just a little bit larger than us. We took 12 young men, or 11 young men and 1 young lady down. We were also the only co-ed team in our division. 6 of them are 10 and under. Everyone else that we played were at least 11 and 12-year-old. But we got the fortune of playing the eventual state champion in the first game, Athens, and they're good. They're really good. But our kids kept fighting, and they did not get discouraged. And then we came back and we won. We beat Andalusia, which in a very exciting match. Thiago had the winning penalty kick there to win the game for us. But all the kids just played amazingly well. We asked them to do a lot that they've never done before, play positions they've never before. The 12U soccer at the state level is a completely different game than our Park and Rec. So we had to play on a much larger field, smaller goals, different rules. So it was a big adjustment for them. But they all just had a great time. They were great teammates. They obviously showed themselves well to the officials of Dothan. They came up to us during our second game and was bragging on the way our kids have been acting and behaving, and that's when they chose to give the sportsmanship trophy. And they ended up finishing second in our division, so that's a pretty big accomplishment for our first time, and really, really about a week and a half or so ago was when we really learned all the rules that we were going to be playing under. So it's big. And Rudy was our head coach, Rudy Lannis. He did a tremendous job with the kids and getting them acclimated and putting them in the right spots. Would you like for me to introduce everyone?
Yeah, I'd like for them to just stand and introduce themselves. It's okay. Start here on the front.
Matthew Nabisco.
Owen Hood. Kennedy Martinez.
Vincent Cord.
Gibson.
Clay Creek.
Dallas Duke. Sheila Weaver. Valentina Lawrence.
Is this the whole team? Everybody here tonight?
Yes, sir. It is.
Well, this is super. Congratulations to all of you. We're so proud of you. Now, we also go into a different division next year. Will you have to play at a higher level age-wise, or will you get to compete again, same team?
Most of these will be able to participate back at 12U again next year. We have some, if we have a 15U team, that would be moving up to the 15U level. Yeah. That's only maybe four.
The first soccer match I really saw, I said, well, this is a lot of running. There it is, but it's a very disciplined sport. Once you know the rules of it, you have to be so disciplined. You're not on the offense, you're very much on the defense all the time, because if you're not, you can't win, really.
It's a very well-conditioned sport. All of these kids are tremendous athletes, and we asked them to do a lot of running, and they did.
Yeah.
And it was really hot, too. So.
Yeah. I'd like to say they are very well behaved.
Yes, they are.
Oh, wow. Yes. Parents? right, congratulations to all of you who've raised these fine children, and we're thrilled to death to see them accomplishing what they've done at such a young age, and their future is just ahead of them, and I look forward to seeing you in this room again, okay? I'm hoping that you'll come back with a big trophy and a bigger smile. This is a great looking group. We'd like to have a picture with you guys if you'll all come forward and come up on stage with us. And, Scott, if you'll position that.
Hey, let them take one, and then they'll let the little siblings take one too, okay? And then y'all can take one.
Sitting right up there. You might be holding it, might be a better deal. Okay. Everybody kind of feel that close here, okay? So come on and do it.
All right, y'all say Aggies.
Aggies.
Big smile.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Oh, the mascots.
Yeah, we need our mascot. The trophy's all follow you next.
All right, smile. And cheese. All right, thank Hey, can you want to into you already with the two coaches?
Say cheese. Say cheese for me. Easily made. Say cheese. Cookies and cream.
Been talking about
cheeseburger. Thank you.
Great job, guys.
Thank you all.
I will be taking that home. Dang it. Push.
You have to find out.
I was moving.
Thank you all. That's nice.
Kind of refreshing, just to feel all the good vibes and all the energy.
Thank you. Great.
Rodney, everybody else that's out there, bring them on in. Come on in, Tom. We're doing this meeting in shifts, Tom. Okay, we'll call the official meeting to order at this point, and we'll have our normal invocation and pledge, and then we'll get right into the meeting. Father in heaven, we thank you that we've had such a good day. Lord, we thank you for this youth group that's come tonight, our cross-country youth and our soccer league youth. Father, we're so proud of all of them, the parents. Lord, we ask that we would have a feeling of unity in our town, that things like sports will bring us together. Lord, we know that you're still on the throne and in charge of this world. We ask for your blessings to continue to bless Hamilton, Alabama. We ask that our world leaders and our national leaders would come together and make peace in this world, so that we would have better opportunities to have youth activities across the world that keeps our kids busy and out of trouble. Lord, we're thankful for the coaches and the ones that help these coaches to be successful. Bless this meeting tonight as we do the business of the city. Let us always give you the praise. In Christ's name, amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. Item 1 on tonight's agenda is a recommendation to approve the minutes from the November 4th City Council meeting.
Make a motion.
Got a motion from Ross, and we'll need a second. Sherry made the second. All those in favor of approving our minutes? Okay. Item 2 is a recommendation to approve longevity pay for all the City of Hamilton employees. Bonuses are based on years and months of service. Estimated cost to the city for these bonuses will be $19,200 and will be broken down as follows. 0 to 1 year of service and part-time workers will receive $50. 1 year to 5 years of service will receive $100. 5 years up to 10 years would be $300. 10 years up to 15 years would be $400, and those employees having been here 15 years or more would receive $500 in longevity pay. And I would make that as a recommendation.
I'll make that motion.
Scott made the motion, Sherry seconded. All those in favor? Thank you. Item 3 is a recommendation to renew our membership with the Northwest Alabama Economic Development Agency C3 program for the fiscal year 2025 for their continued efforts to recruit business, jobs, and economic development within the C3 region. Dues for the membership per year are $25,000. I'd make that as a recommendation.
Make a motion.
Got a motion from Ross. We'll need a second.
Second.
Second from Wade. All those in favor? Thank you. We'll be with you in 2025. John, and we'll hear from you in a minute. Item 4 is a recommendation to adopt Resolution 2024-11-18 that will approve the 2025 City of Hamilton holiday schedule. Angela, were there any changes from last year's holiday schedule to the same ones? We would have the same schedule as we had in 24 or 25.
I'll second that motion.
Sherry made the motion, Scott and Tara seconded, and all those in favor of adopting our holiday schedule. Item 5 is a recommendation to approve the payment of various invoices for the following water projects to be paid from the American Rescue Plan funds that were awarded to the city. These invoices will be for items not covered by any grants we will receive for these projects. Those being the Cooper Lift Station, Mitchellville Pump Station, County Road 49 Water Project, and Alternative Water Supply Project, County Road 42. So,
Mayor, can I say something?
yes.
I kind of had to word it that way because anytime I spend money out of my American Rescue Plan funds, I need to have something in the minutes that we've done it. And I know a while back we agreed to the parts of the grants that we wouldn't get. I think engineering's not covered. And of course, our matching funds are not covered.
Yeah.
So we were going to take those funds from the American Rescue Plan.
I knew that you needed a paper trail for all this spending. And we can only spend for certain things for, we can develop things that our whole area participates in, plus our water projects, I think. So with all that said, I'd make a recommendation that we authorize the spending from our American Rescue Plan funds.
I'll make a motion.
Ross made that motion to vote on this. We need a second.
I'll second.
Scott Tyra second. All those in favor approving this. Thank you.
Rodney, do you add anything?
Any updates or anything?
These projects? You gave them before, the people that watch them might not know.
Yeah. We were scheduled to have an opening bid on the Cooper Lift Station, reopening bid, Thursday, but, they have asked for a few more, the engineers have asked for a few more days, on that bid opening, to do a little more research.
Mitchell Hill?
Mitchell Hill is where we got it approved. The CDBG grant was approved. We're just waiting on them to present that to ADM to get everything, all the paperwork done.
The next one we got is County Road 49.
County Road 49 has been, well, they're waiting on ADM to award the bid. The engineers have submitted the bid to ADM, and they're just waiting on ADM to approve.
That should be 100%.
That's 100% paid through ADM.
Match on
Next one, County Road 42.
42, I haven't heard any update on that County Road 42 project at this time.
I'm good, I just.
But we did get a grant of, was it 381,000, something like that? It's been awarded, but hasn't been funded yet.
To my knowledge, what the engineers are telling me, that ADM is so backed up right now, they're just trying to get all this stuff approved. And it's just taking some time.
We'll have projects going right and left when they get the funds awarded.
When they're giving the funds out, they have to have every I dotted and every T crossed through the application process.
Thank
you. We got items 6 and 7. I've heard that we need to do some additional research on these matters. These are matters of the track. Maybe we don't want to vote on those tonight. Would that be correct, Council?
Yes, Tim's working on some more information, and I think we'll be ready in 2 weeks for our first December meeting. We'll be ready for these if we can table 6 and 7.
Okay.
I make a motion to table 6 and 7.
We got a motion and a second. Okay. We'll come back to those at a later meeting then. Is everybody in agreement with that? Okay. Item 8, recommendation to approve the purchase of 5 lots that join the Oak Hill subdivision surrounding property that the city sewer lift station is located on. This purchase would allow the road to remain closed, which is what we need. It protects our infrastructure at the sewer station. The purchase price for these 5 lots is $10,000 plus the closing costs. That shouldn't be a whole lot, around $10,000, maybe $500 or so.
I make a motion.
Got a motion to purchase these lots. Need a second?
I'll say.
Second by Scott Tyra. I think it's in our best interest, and I'd recommend it. I'm going to vote for it. Everybody's voting for it. I think we all see the need to get these lots purchased so we don't have to open that gate up that's there, and we can protect our property down there much better from any kind of vandalism. Also, there's a lot of growth down there that we need to trim. We're having some power outages when the wind blows and shakes those water lines, and I appreciate that. I'm glad to get those purchased. Jenny wanted me to make a public service announcement for her tonight also. They're going to move their municipal plea court time for 2025. They've been starting at 9 in the morning and ending at 2. They're going to move the times, the court, I believe in the courthouse, the county courts, and some of those are meeting at the exact same hours. Sometimes some of the people that's supposed to be at the municipal court are tied up in the county courts and can't make both dates. So they're going to start their plea day at 2 p.m. and go until they finish up in the afternoon. Usually it's a 3 or 4 hour session, so it could run until 5 o'clock possibly. Maybe some days when they have a heavy amount up to 6. Would that be kind of correct? Is that what y'all discussed?
Yeah, I don't go to I just go on hearing days, but the issue is plea days and circuit revocations are like on those Wednesday mornings. So I would say 2 out of 3 months is an issue. And it's been an ongoing issue, particularly for the White House and Judge.
Judge Howland has recommended they try this for a period of time and see if it works. They're having these overlapping problems with getting people that's supposed to show up for the municipal court being also having to show up at the county courts, so they're going to try this starting at 2 o'clock in the afternoon instead of 9 in the morning. That's for 2025. This will begin next year. That's all I had on the agenda for tonight. Any further words? Tom, do you want to say a few words to us? You got anything exciting for us?
I have updates. Should take about 5 minutes. Is that?
Oh, come on up to the podium, please.
It's okay if I move this?
Yeah, please.
Thanks, Mayor, Council, for all your support over the last year going into next year. We really appreciate it. Looking forward to partnering in 2025. Just wanted to give a little bit of update on some activities. We did a SEEDS grant. Are y'all familiar with SEEDS? This is a site development program the state launched recently for industrial, to help you prepare your industrial sites for making more competitive for economic development projects. You can either do an assessment grant or a development grant. We did an assessment grant for the Hamilton IDB, correct? Yeah, the Hamilton Industrial Development Board. I think they actually have a longer name than that, but they were the applicant, and they did an assessment grant. A lot of the studies that have been done on that park, they were sort of 13, 14 years ago, so a lot of those were updated. But we also, the idea with that grant was to do more planning on kind of the lower half of the park, and then have a plan to extend the access road all the way through and do some other planning there. It ended up being about $120,000. The good thing about that was there was no match because we had the SEEDS grant and the match was covered by brownfields. The next step, that's all complete. There's a few kind of final touches to put on that, but we'll create a binder when that's all 100% complete. It'll have sort of indexed. It'll have all the stuff. Same, the civil engineer, they did a number of reports, and then the environmental group, Stantec. We'll have that all bound up for you all shortly in the next couple of weeks. You could go on now and do a SEEDS development grant. That's where you can kind of now you can apply for money, and it's you pay 50 cents, they pay $1 to construct some of those things in the plan, such as extending access road and make some other improvements, kind of prepare some of those sites. I know that's expensive, so ideally the way that might possibly work out is we'll continue to be marketing that site, kind of the perfect situation. There's a prospect that maybe wants part of it, and then a SEEDS grant is supposed to be for kind of speculative development. But if you said it's going to support this project, but it's also there's probably going to be 80 plus additional acres, maybe even 100 acres additional that it would open up. Then at that point, if you're spending some money, it might be in coordination with an economic development project. So that'll be how we're going to try to approach it if we can get a fish on the hook next year. We did a facade grant. The economy was a little bit sluggish over the last year, so what we really focused on was really trying to invest, getting grant funds. In addition to the brownfield funds, we received a grant from Innovate Alabama. Innovate Alabama has been kind of up and running for about a year and a half now. We've been very active, kind of putting a lot of money out there, a lot of programming for small businesses, for technology and so forth. We applied for a grant, and we're using that in various ways. One is a facade grant. I don't know if you saw anybody applying for those. A facade grant basically just means the front of a commercial building. We invited building owners or business owners to apply. In the 3 counties, we got a really strong response, I think 40 total applications. And the committee, J.D. Christian, my colleague, was really driving that in the committee. They ended up awarding $75,000 in funds. It's a matching grant, but the formula is pretty generous. Some of these people are not, the owners aren't going to have to spend a whole bunch, but there's a match on some of those. It was such a real strong application pool that we kind of had to spread it around a little bit. So we are having to check with people. If they ask for 8,000, you got 5,000, you still want to do it. But if everybody did everything that they proposed, it would be, that 75,000 would result in 300,000 total of property improvement. So even if it's a little less than that, we're excited about that. In Hamilton, they awarded 6 projects, and it was about $25,000 in awards just for the Hamilton property business owners.
6 business owners in Hamilton?
Well, someone might have multiple. It might, I'll have to look at the numbers. It's possible that a single individual got more than one, but 6 projects got totaling 25,000, roughly.
But in Hamilton?
In Hamilton. Just in Hamilton. And we got a real strong response from Hamilton, and it wasn't like we were steering. The committee was really trying to be equitable in spreading that around, but we got several applications from Hamilton that were downtown projects, and that was a priority. So I think Hamilton did really well with that because some of a lot of our Hamilton applicants were doing it for downtown. Some of the other places we get people trying to do something out on the outskirts, and we may have funded some of those, but those were a little bit harder to sell. So Hamilton did really well with that. We're also using the Innovate Alabama grant funds in other ways, like we're trying to do educational partnerships with the schools, kind of both high schools and kind of community college level. There's a pilot we started, this thing called U-Science. I won't go into all the details, but the kids will take these brain games, and it kind of shows some career pathways that they can go into, showing them not just what they'd be interested in, but where they have aptitudes. And Hamilton's been really forward with this. They're probably the most far out ahead of using this tool. And we would find, we'd have kids, and I don't see the names, it's anonymous, anonymized data when I see it, but they'll tell me that for cloud computing or IT or could be medical technology stuff, there'd be 14, 15 kids in the school that have strong aptitude to do that. Then we look at the interest column and it'd be 0 or 1. So there's sort of a disconnect there. So we're trying to develop programming to kind of introduce kids to some of these technology fields and say, hey, you'd be good at this. You might not have thought about it before. So one of the things we're doing we're trying to buy basically technology tools for the schools. Some of them, it can be a little challenging. They might not have the teacher units and so forth, but Hamilton was another kind of forward thinker on there. We funded they restarted their test robotics team, and the local gentleman, Zach Schatz, has been really instrumental in that, and I'm going to talk about it in a second. That was about, it was $13,500 the first year, $5,000 the second year. It's a little bit more expensive up front to kind of buy the kids and get everybody started. So we're excited about that. And then 3M on kind of the community college level, 3M recently announced a partnership with Bevel in Hamilton. We're trying to figure out, we haven't budgeted to use some of those funds to support that partnership, but I think we're trying to figure out the details. A couple other things, we're just launching a small business plan competition, so if you know anybody, they're either going to start a business or expand their existing small business. It'll be 2 to 3 $15,000 grant awards, no match for operations. We have a couple workshops this week, optional. Anybody that applies at some point has to have a consultation with the Small Business Center or a small business development counselor of some kind. So that's one way they can check that off the list. But it's a really good opportunity. It's funny because we got strong response on the facade grant. I think that's something a lot of people can relate to. I have a building, I want to fix it up. We're not getting as much response on the small business planning competition. It's more money, it's no match, but I think it is sort of that unfamiliarity, not that many people have written business plans. The thing is, though, you were a banker. Sometimes in order to get money from a bank, you have to show up, if I open this business, here's how I'm going to cash flow it. Well, it doesn't have to be a fancy business plan, but we need people to show how they would cash flow. So if you know anybody, this is a good opportunity. As far as kind of leads and projects, we're still working. There's a project called Project Wild Boar. Can't share a lot of information on that right now, but that would be a Hamilton project. And then there was I was mentioning Zach Schatz. This wasn't located in Hamilton, but what we were calling Project Swift, IS4S, we talked about that before. This is they do R&D, engineering, defense testing, and they located in Marion County. They're going to hire a minimum of sort of 20, 25 engineers. They all usually make a lot of money. He thinks there's potential to go higher than that, though. It's kind of out in the middle of nowhere because they need a remote location. But Zach lives in Hamilton. Hopefully some of the engineers will choose Hamilton as a place to live. We like it too because it kind of puts the foot in the door for defense industry and aerospace type stuff because they have a lot of contacts in the industry. They're not doing although they have talked about doing some manufacturing. They don't do manufacturing, but they know a lot of manufacturers, and so it's good to have those relationships. It's a good project to have. We're going to definitely market Hamilton I-22 Industrial Park really hard. We talked to some sites like people that felt like there was a lot of people waiting for the election, which regardless of which way it was going to go, they were waiting to see how it was going to go, and that there's some money kind of on the sidelines that was ready to spend in 2025. So we'll be marketing it hard, and ideally, as I was saying, if things really line up, you get a prospect, you have that seeds plan in place, you can apply for seeds development funds. There is a match at that point. We can't use brownfields to match that, but it'd probably be worth it if you have a live project. So that would be the goal.
I read online, Tom, that a lot of the CEOs of these companies that's for them now are looking at bringing their businesses back to the United States.
Yeah.
Find us one.
Yeah, I think it was a combination of some people were just it was an unknown. They were waiting to see. So whoever won, there was a certain amount of money that was going to be invested after the election. But then there's another set of money that was only going to invest if one or the other won. So.
Well, we appreciate you giving us an update tonight, and thank you for the hard work you do, Tom, and we appreciate you a lot, and we look forward to a successful 2025 with you, okay?
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. With that said, that was all that's on our agenda tonight, so we'll need a motion.
I'll make that motion.
We got a motion from Scott Tyra for adjournment.
I'll second.
Second from Ross. Those in favor? Thank you. Appreciate everybody coming out.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
From a small dent to major collision repair, Hamilton Paint and Body is here for you. Owners Kim Guin would like to say thank you for your business.
Northwest Alabama Heating and Cooling, blowing away our competition.
Hello, I'm Richard Kitchens, owner of Sports Gallery here on the Court Square in Hamilton. I'd like to thank all of our customers, and thank you for watching the Hamilton City Council meeting.
Hi, my name is Randy Whitehead, President and CEO of People's Trust Bank. I invite you to view the live streaming of Hamilton City Council meetings every first and third Monday at 6:00 p.m.
In your perfect stay at the Holiday Inn in Guin off of I-22. Enjoy our amazing on-site restaurant and bar with a lunch buffet every Sunday. Relax with a quick getaway with your family and make a splash in our outdoor pool. Book your next event with us. Call us at 205-468-4625.
I'm Rick Chambliss with Marion County Funeral Home and Spry Memorial Chapel in Russellville, Alabama. This is Glenda Cochran, our manager out here. Under the laws of Alabama that was passed in 2002, a funeral establishment has to be certified with the state and carry a certificate of authority before they can even talk to anyone when the time comes. Is guaranteed to be there.
Tom Bigby Electric Cooperative was formed for the need for electricity to the local citizens that were living in the rural areas of Marion, Lamar, and portions of Fayette counties. This line consisted of 12 miles and 22 consumers on the road from Guin to Sulligent. Between then and now, there has been a lot of hard work and dedication from a great number of people to make this cooperative what it is today. Tom Bigby Electric Corporation would like to thank each member. You can contact us today at 205-921-6712.
Your story starts at Bevel State Community College. Whether you are just starting out or starting over, Bevel State has an opportunity that is right for you. With 5 locations serving 7 counties. You don't have to go far to start your own success story. Plus, with tuition lower than 4-year colleges, you won't need to spend more for a great education. Visit us online at bscc.edu to learn about your options for seamless academic transfer and high-demand career tech and health science offerings. Let us help you tell your story.